But let's kind of wind it back a little bit talk about you and your introduction into commentary, because I don't know if there's anyone else out there like me, but it was definitely the job in football that, well, once being a footballer was off the table, that was the job I wanted to get into, being a commentator. I listened to John Motson, but not only like the Motsons and the Barry Davises and the Brian Moores of football, but the Richie Benos of cricket, the Tony Lewises, all that kind of thing. So who were your inspirations in terms of getting into the game?
In terms of getting into the game, I've got to say, growing up, it was Clive Tyldesley and Peter Drury, the old ITV Champions League nights, absolutely incredible. As you say, John Motson's well for the BBC, but I remember when obviously he stepped down and Guy Mowbray took over. He is one of my favourites, Guy Mowbray, and I've been fortunate enough to meet him as well. He's such a wonderful person. I'll always remember from Guy Mowbray one of his most simple yet brilliant lines. Mbappe equalises in the World Cup final for France, and all Guy Mowbray has to say is "incroyable." And moments like that, it just sends like a shiver down your spine. Just that timing. And look, I'm not claiming you try to be anyone. You don't try to be like those guys, but just try and say something that feels natural. I like something because in radio you've got to be so on the ball at times. I think in TV, when you listen to radio commentary compared to TV commentary, sometimes without even noticing it, the commentator could go 30 seconds to a minute without actually speaking on TV because they're just gathering their breath, looking at what's going on. For radio, you've got to be, the ball's here, the ball's there, the ball's here, the ball's there. So there's maybe a bit of a less chance to do that. But when the goals go in, add a bit of colour, add a bit of artwork to your commentary if you like. But I would say in terms of growing up, they were the main footballing voices that led me to wanting to do this role.
It's interesting what you say about the terms of the difference between TV and radio, because in terms of commentary and punditry, if you look at social media, every Sky game or every live TV game, there's so much criticism of the people talking. They're too biased to this or to that, or they're talking rubbish and all that kind of thing. But as you say, when it comes to radio, you have to do so much more of the scene setting. So how easy have you found it to find that balance between giving the action what it needs, and then, like you said with Guy Mowbray, sometimes just delivering a simple but effective line?
That's a really good question. I think the balance is actually part of the fun, I'd say, in doing it, because you have to spot your moments and you learn along the way, really. I'd not really done that many commentaries and reports for Radio Merseyside before I got thrown into it. Really, my first game was Fulham 0, Everton 0. I know it wasn't as bad as that sounds. That was one of the things when I said about a 0-0 or a low-scoring game making it fun. Stuff did happen there.
Oh yeah,
but that again, I learned very quickly about that kind of side. But it is totally about, as you say, picking your moments, if you like. And the beauty is, you say about bias and stuff. The beauty of local radio is part of the gig to be biased. It made me laugh because the commentary, I do a commentary cam, so the commentary of the Beto, the video of it went on Radio Merseyside's Facebook page the other day, and there were comments saying, "Oh, this isn't biased at all." I'm like, that's the point. that's why local radio, you get that freedom to go crazy, and that.
Hello, good people of YouTube. Now, I know you enjoyed that little snippet, but unfortunately for you, that's all you're going to get for free. If you want to see the full show, you're going to have to come over to my Substack page and subscribe. Now, it won't cost you very much, less than the price of a London pint. And for that price, you not only get this podcast, you also get my press conference review on audio. You get all of my match reports written live just after the final whistle at every game I attend. And there'll be some further writing for you as well. So, plenty of reasons for you to come on over. So, hey, what are you waiting for?